Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna set up my week in my art journal. Let's go ahead and set up a week in here. So this is my weekly tab. This is the weekly planner. This is the monthly planner as I showed before. I have not, it's like January 19th. I still have not fully decorated for January's calendar because I don't know how to set that up and I don't really care right now. So what I got this for is to keep a daily gratitude, and I like the way this one is set up. Very small amount of lines that I can write in, and I can collage. I can do a few things. So this is my first week. So I did a bit of like collaging, but I still didn't know how I was gonna lay things out. I actually used a picture here and here of that week and that specific day. And then last week I did more of a spread out collaging situation and gave myself whatever space was left was good for me. And I've kind of steered away from the grateful for, 3 things that I'm grateful for, and kind of made it more into a paragraph version of this because I really had to think of what I was grateful for in this manner, like 1, 2, 3, really pointing out those things. I know it's a practice that comes with practice, but I didn't want to fill my gratitude journal with grateful for 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I kind of went into a more paragraph, more thoughtful way of thinking about what I'm grateful for, even if that literally was one thing. So it kind of took the pressure off picking 3 things to be grateful for. And then last week, and actually tomorrow, when I'm filming this is the 17th, so tomorrow's the 18th. That's why I don't have anything here yet. But this is this current week, I should say. And this, I did a more collage spread out, kind of bled into the week. Whereas before I kind of kept, well, not this one, but before I kind of kept it into each section. And then this week I experimented with overlaying the quadrants. And I did a little bit more of that kind of spread out. I left spaces where it's blank. Here I'm gonna put a sticker that says Friday because that's what I was grateful for here, is for Fridays. And then tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna be grateful for tomorrow. But I wanted to set up a week with you. And I have a few stickers that I printed out. Nothing fancy. I don't have a sticker cutter. As you know, I do own a stationery shop, but I get mines manufactured and sent to me. And whatever ones that I use personally, I just create in Canva. I do little collages and then I print them out on this washi sticker paper. And then I just honestly cut around it because that's all you can do. So this one was cut out from there. This. Those are all from Canva that I did. So let's go ahead and start with this. As I mentioned, I don't have a rhyme or reason of where I put things. I don't even care if it covers the calendar or the word. This is January, so I'm probably going to put it about there. So I had to go off camera and redo that because that was a little crooked. It might still look a little crooked, but whatever. So I did the whole collage. I did that in Canva because before I did lay it, this I half did on Canva, and this is a washi. And then this one I actually did, I collaged it myself, but this was easier to just create in Canva and then just go ahead and print it out. So now we're gonna look for our next area that we want to do. This is actually from my commonplace. So this is a painting of Van Gogh Starry Night because I was reading The Secret Life of Sunflowers, which is based on his life a little bit. Well, his sister-in-law's life, I guess, and like a fiction intermixed. So let's see what else I want to do. I really liked this when I did this last time, so I might want to repeat maybe one of these. or this, and I can put a picture of whatever's happening that day with a little thing. I don't want to put it right in the middle because I did that last time. So let's go here on the, I'm going to put it on the corner. BRB. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I want it there. Maybe I want it down here. I want to make it different than the week before. Maybe here. Maybe there. I don't know. The hardest thing about journaling and setting up pages is sticking to your decisions of where to place things. I think that's the hardest thing for me. So I think I'm going to do something like this. And then I wanted to do this because I really, really enjoyed this one. But then it'll lead me to putting it in the exact same spot. So maybe I could do it like down here and then put the flower here, like next to it, and then put this here or there. I don't know, because then this down here is going to be a little bit empty. You know what? I'm just going to go for the same thing. Fuck it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then what I could do over here is maybe this one is a little more subtle, and then I'll think about that or this one. But then what I'm going to do there. All right, let's go with what I know I want. So I'm going to cut this out correctly and come back. Yeah, the crinkling of that paper. It's funny to me. So it's going to bleed through a little bit with that other paper because, again, it's like washi material. But I like it. It looks good. Now we move on to deciding what I'm going to do. Actually, I decided, right? So this paper takes a bit to untangle from, take off from here. Sometimes I have to use the tweezers. And because of that, sometimes the corner get bent in a little bit, which aggravates me, but oh well. I think I'm just gonna put that there. When they're square like that, or you know, an actual shape and not irregular, they're so much easier to get out. And all I'm doing here really is just cutting it out as close as I can to the edges. It doesn't really have a color. I think it's like not super clear, but like a white that if you ever had like a white washi tape, you know what I'm talking about. So it's pretty much kind of like the same material. The only thing is not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like super true washi, but it's not sticker paper, like regular sticker paper either, or regular paper. It's, I don't know. If you want me to show you what it is, like I said, I got it from AliExpress. I was looking for a scrap journal, like a journal that I could mess up. I got it from there. So if you're interested, I can show you that. Let me see if I can put this down. Okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I feel like maybe a little, oh, you know what I could do that's different? I could put a quote. Let's do that. Let's do one of these. And let's do it in white. Let's see. The journey is the destination. Yeah. That looks good. I felt like something was missing, but I didn't want to do the dots like I did in the other one. Okay, okay. All right, so let's decide on this. I wish you could help me. I wish you could tell me, hey, Chloe, put that one. Because I don't know. This is too much collaging next to this one. This is more subtle, but then what I'm going to do with this, and I could use this for another spot. Maybe I could do like, so what I have here is flowers, another collage piece. Oh, a stamp. How about that? Or how about one of these on top of that? Or a flower. Right? Maybe? Okay. Let's do this. BRB. All right, I got my... Where did I say I was going to put it? Over here. I almost put it over here by mistake. I am not going to be perfect in this one because I can't see quite well. Okay. That came out good. And then here is where we were having the confusion, right? So I think I'm gonna do the stamp. I almost lost the flower. I'm gonna do the stamp. And since it's just, I'm gonna cut it like a rectangle, nothing too crazy. I also don't like having the same types of shapes. So this is like a rectangle next to another rectangle. I don't particularly like that all the time, but so I have up, low ish. Let's see. Okay, I like that. Yep. That's cute. But now that it has a stamp, well, this one has that. Yeah, I'll do this. So if you have the Canva Pro account, which I use a lot because I have a business, so I have to make social media images and things like that. If you have the Canva Pro option, you can find a lot of these images. However, some of these images are I purchased when I create stickers, since I have to buy commercial licenses for some. So some of these are from that, like this girl, some of these flowers, this font. This font is something called 1776 Independence, something like that. That's the name of that font. So it's like a typewriter. There's other ones. There's American Typewriter, which I really like, which is, I have stickers made with it. A sticker that I send out to anybody who shops. But this one's a little more condensed, and it looks like the way they used to write, letters back in the days. See, now I don't like that because it's like light on light crap. I kind of want this one. That's too big. Let's just keep it, whatever. Let's just push it out over here more. Yeah. Okay. That's cute. Okay, so that is next week done. And I do these a week at a time because I don't know the layouts. Sometimes I don't have all the things printed. I mean, I have a lot of material to still work with. I have these two. But I like to use a lot of these also in my daily planner, which I will show you now. I showed this in my ecosystem, but I want to show you some completed pages. Oh, completely forgot that some of these stickers as well, I don't know which ones specifically, but like this one, they actually come from this particular sticker book. So it's like literary stickers, but they have like vintage looking stickers. It's kind of cool. The quality is not the best, so they don't stick very well. So sometimes I have to put a little bit of glue on them. But the booklet was like $13. It's on Amazon. They have like cottagecore. They have artist, like vintage paintings. So you can find like Mona Lisa and stuff. And then this one is just specifically, well, it says it's specifically for reading ephemera, but it's like a lot of different things. I kind of dig them. They have like some of the vintage. They have some of the classic books, classic artists, musicians, and like different little things. And they've been good. They've been good to add little pieces here and there. And if you're a junk journaler, you definitely like this. So some of those stickers are from that, and some of these stickers are from that as well. I think this one. This is a washi tape, and these are just paper. So anyway, this is my calendar that I handmade after Sarika Studio did like a whole video on how to make your own, because I don't really use this. As you can see, I have like 3 things on here, like literally 3 things. So I don't really use it, but I like to have it if I want it. So I have the option to like, oh no, I don't want the calendar because I don't really use it. Or if I want it again, I could, you know, I'll probably do it again. Who knows? But anyway, but what I use this planner for is for my everyday. So I have my daily things that I do every single day, my personal task or my to-do list, my business to-do list, and at the bottom when I work on a work day, I put at work if I have anything that I have to do for work. What I wanted to show you was that I got this calendar from Temu, I believe, and it has a bunch of paintings and quotes, and then the name of the person who said the quote. And you can, it has like a little perforated little, you can't see it, but there's a perforated tab right there and here that you can cut only the picture out, or cut just the, leave the date behind and cut this whole entire portion down. So I've been taking some of them that I like, putting them in here. So this one is from Van Gogh. It says, in short, the years are long, but it is worth waiting. And I believe I took another one somewhere. Yep. We need to be strong in silence without panic. Like, how beautiful is that? So little did I know that I was able to use, that I was going to be able to use that as ephemera, honestly. So anyways, let me go back to that. So again, what I do here is I just write throughout the day. There's days that I stop short. I try to do, I think I started that not too long ago. I try to do today's highlight of whatever it feels like I want to remember for that day. I try to write it every day. Sometimes I don't write anything because this day I didn't feel like writing at all. So this little thing says, leave me alone, and look at the face. She looks aggravated. This day I was in pain, my tooth. I wrote a little bit more than most. Sometimes if I find like a funny thread or thread I really want to highlight, I write it in here. I made a mistake here in today's highlight, but then I never went back to remember what that highlight was, so I never finished writing. Thursday I wrote a lot more than the other days. I didn't have many business to-dos, and I didn't have many things that I had to catch up on at work, so I didn't write any to-do lists for those. Then Friday, I did have a few things, and one of them I did, which is a 10-minute walk task, and then I did 75 thread. Actually, I did cash stuffing and this, but I didn't feel like writing. So what I'll do here is on the 16th, I'll take this pretty sticker that says a person has at least one dream and a reason to be strong. I'll take this out of the calendar. Like I said, it has like a little perforated tab, so it comes out nicely and the date stays behind. And then I'm just going to put that in there. and call that a day because there's nothing else for me to do here. I'm not gonna go back and write it. And today is Saturday, and I don't typically write on Saturdays. Sometimes, but today I was cleaning and doing other stuff. I didn't feel like being bothered with writing and doing all those things. I think I did a Sunday here. So on the weekends is optional, honestly. Actually, every day is optional. Obviously, every day is optional because this is my daily planner, but it's undated. But sometimes on the weekend when I feel like journaling and writing out a few different things, then I come in here and do that. But I don't worry about it as much as when it's the weekday. So I'm gonna put that here. And voila. Sometimes I finish it off with like another sticker, but sometimes I leave it as is. I don't have a today highlight, so I'm just leave it as that. Today is Saturday, so like I said, I'm not doing anything for today. And then tomorrow I'll probably do a spread, and that goes in my traveler's notebook. Insert in here, and then I just keep it at the front here, close it out, or in the back, depends on what makes more sense. This last thing is just my weekly planner. So sometimes I write like little things in between in my weekly planner, and I have been keeping a habit tracker since last week, and sometimes I don't write anything at all, but I do write my weekly task that I want to complete. I'm recording YouTube videos, so I can check that off, and then I'll write in between like little things that I have going on. And then this last one is my social media ideas. I don't have much written on here, but I kept it as an extra notebook in the back because I was gonna have it as my social media planner, but I've been using my mini iPad for that. Anyway, that is all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and stick around for more planning videos. I actually might have a fun little vlog video next because I'm doing a Bridgerton watch party for the season premiere, or the season 4, and I kind of want to take you guys along of like prepping and setting that up. So all of that stuff is I'm gonna start recording that this week, and then next week after the event, then I'll post the video, of course. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me and decorating my gratitude journal, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.